Like, share, and subscribe. Hey, welcome. Great news, everyone. Tesla's going up. And even better than that, Mum's News is coming shortly. Yes, you are going to find out the news of the world from who? Mum's News. The most famous news reporter that Grandpa listens to by far. And in the interim, what's Grandpa going to do for you? Well, Grandpa's been talking about swing highs and swing lows lately, right? So what Grandpa do? He wrote a song. It's not very long because Grandpa doesn't write long songs. He just writes short songs. But it goes something like this. And Grandpa's not a great singer, but you can sing it, and then it would sound better. It goes like this. Swing low, swing high, swing low, swing high, coming for to carry me home. Pastor Dan has got a beautiful voice. I wonder if he'd sing this song to us sometime. He sings Do Lord. You should hear this guy sing. I mean, he sings like an angel. And he's handsome. He's very handsome to it. And, yeah, swing low. I mean, Do Lord. Okay, so I'm hoping that Mom's News will call Grandpa soon. I don't know. Maybe he will. Maybe I'll call him. Say, what happened? Did you forget? I don't know. Is this Mom's News?
Good afternoon, Grandpa. What you doing?
Just sitting around singing.
Oh,
Want to hear it?
yeah.
I wrote a new song about, I've been talking a lot about swing low and swing high lately.
Yeah?
So I wrote a song about it. It's an original song. Swing low, swing high, coming for to carry me home. Hey, what's the news? I've been.
Well, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of a mishmash everywhere. We're kind of in a holding pattern. So, I don't know. One person says the economy's looking better. The next person says it's looking down. The Bulls and the Bears are fighting terrible, Alan.
They sure are. Hey, did you hear that Moody downgraded China this morning?
Well, I can understand why. They have got enormous banking problems.
The-
Their current real estate bubble makes our real estate bubble in 2008 look like child's play.
We look good compared to them.
We do look very good compared to them.
Yeah, that's why Grandpa always likes to take pictures in the dark, because you understand. It's kind of like Grandpa's ability to sing.
Well, it's like this. You and I, Grandpa, we have faces for radio.
Who do we have faith in?
For radio, you know, not
Oh,
for
oh,
television.
oh. We have faces for radio.
Right, right,
Oh,
right.
well, I think I was just insulted, but I'm not sure. So,
No, you wasn't insulted too bad.
no, no, and I like it being insulted anyway.
Yeah.
Uh, Yeah, are you excited about getting some shares down at 232? Mom's the
No,
word.
no, I'm not.
You're not gonna jump on Grandpa's bandwagon.
No.
You're holding for 184 and 101.
Yep. I'm
Okay.
definitely holding for 101.
Uh, I'm not the kind of person that's gonna say "I told you so" when we're up there at 284 and 300 here in a couple weeks.
Right.
You know,
Well, you're a better person than I am, Grandpa.
well, I wouldn't go that far, but I'm not. I might mention it a few times, like
Yeah.
in every live stream I do. But other than that, I'm
Right.
not going to hardly talk about it.
Right.
So, uh,
It's not going to 232 anyway.
what?
It's not going to go to 232. It's heading to Mars.
Uh, she's that's for sure. It is going to Mars. We're going to get an M here, I think, up around the 242, 244 area.
Really?
Yep, and then she's gonna come down and do 232, uh, and you know, make us a pretty M, something like that.
Okay.
I wonder, is that a W? Oh, I bet it's a W. Grandpa,
Well, that's even better.
I'm not very good with my letters. Uh, yeah, we're doing a W. What am I talking about? Well, let's see. Yeah, go down, then you go up to 243 area, and then you go down to 232, and then you go up to 284. That's a W. Okay, go ahead. I'll quit interrupting your news broadcast.
Well, I don't have much news.
Well,
Uh,
make some up. That's what I always do.
well, we're kind of the good news here, so we got to be a little careful what we make up.
Hey, what about Israel? Talk to me about Israel and your feelings on what's going on over there and how we're responding to being attacked over and over and over again. They're going to sink one of our ships if we keep dilly dallying. They're just
I am scratching my head, Grandpa, trying to figure out why we haven't responded to these people. It must be uh, the first place we're being attacked by Iran, not by the Houthis.
right.
This is Iran coming at us, and I just wonder how good their weapons are that they dare attack a U.S. destroyer. Uh,
It
it's
it's almost like
perplexing.
it's almost and they're attacking all these ships from other countries that are cargo ships. It's almost like I'm almost starting to feel like we're afraid of them. The only one that ain't afraid is Israel. They're not
Right.
they're not scared to
And
fight.
they're not afraid, but we're holding them back.
Right, right.
We've got our apologists preaching to them to be good, and don't do this and don't do that, and very perplexing.
It
I
sure
uh,
it sure is.
I guess as far as answers, I don't have any. I
Yeah.
I don't think anybody really kind of is in charge up there.
Well, it's almost like the United States is hoping. I'll tell you what. It's like telling China they can have Taiwan because, uh, and I'm not so much against them backing away from Ukraine. I don't know what we should have done there in the first place. But, um, you know, it's all tied together.
It is completely. China's got to be really looking at this very carefully if we can't defend ourselves against some rebels in Yemen. why do we think we have a chance against China? It's perplexing. I just don't get it.
Yeah, and getting back to Ukraine, they're not giving them the funding. It's and you know I
That also to me is I just don't get that either. We got these NATO. We're NATO, North Atlantic Treaty Organization. Well, the only country in NATO that really is anything is the United States. All the rest of them they're just living off of us,
what,
and they a lot of them they talk about it, but they really don't do much. And I don't know. I don't get it.
do you think if do you think Russia's gonna would do go after Poland or whatever next? Do you
I'm
see?
not sure they go against Poland, but I'm sure they're going to go against Estonia and Latvia.
Okay,
Well, they're sitting right on their border,
right.
you know. I mean, how long would it take to overrun them? I mean, they're not only that, but those three countries have given Ukraine so many weapons, you know, and I don't know. I don't understand it. We spend all this money on everything, but building weapons to protect our world and our country and our values. Well, I don't know. I guess I'm just not in charge, I guess.
Well, what about free speech here? Now we lived in a land of free speech here in America. That's why Elon got Twitter so that we can continue to have free speech. I like Elon.
Elon's fabulous, but he could choose some of his words more carefully.
He's a one-man band, but he did go out on a limb and get Twitter because hey, I know some. Did you hear that Amazon Bezos hired Elon SpaceX to put up their satellites so they could get them up there quicker? Because there's nobody that can do it faster than Elon.
I didn't hear that. No.
Oh, yes, that came out the other day.
Really?
Oh, yeah, Elon's got it going on in SpaceX.
So those two have made up?
Huh?
Those two have made up and are going to be friends now?
Well, I wouldn't go that far, but I will tell you that Amazon's spending money with SpaceX. They hired them. They're sending up they're putting up their satellites, and I mean the here, I'll tell you how good SpaceX is. Amazon has its own space deal. Bezos has got his own space program, right?
Right, but his doesn't work.
That's the problem with these electric cars. Nobody's electric cars seem to work quite as good as the Tesla.
Right.
It's the same old story. I'm really bullish on not just Tesla, but on Elon. I was really proud of him when he went over there to Israel and shows support for the Israelis and stuff. He supports everybody. Look how he helped the Ukraine with the internet and stuff, without being paid. And they expected him to do it forever for free. That's how. And then
I lost my sound there for a minute, Grandpa.
Well, I was talking about how he went to Ukraine and gave them free internet, so they could run their weapons and stuff,
Right.
With no pay.
He got it started. He did get it started, yes.
When all their communications were shut down, and then they wanted to persecute this guy,
Yep.
He's
They love to beat him up.
oh, they love to beat him up.
Yep.
I don't get it. I just don't get it.
Well, he threatens him because he's not afraid of him.
Well, I think he threatens him because he's honest. Also,
Well, that's true too, but he's not afraid of him.
he sure
He
ain't.
doesn't need him for anything because he's way smarter than all of them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Boy, I'm glad I ain't that smart. Oh my goodness, you would, you know, uh, you. It's hard to shut a slow brain off like Grandpa's got, so you can take a nap. How would you shut one off like Elon's got?
He drops down and sleeps right where he's at. He goes till he can't do anymore, and he drops right down,
Right on the floor in the factory.
right on the floor in the factory. Yep.
Yeah, yeah. And he believes in populating the world too.
Well, he's him and King David are taking a run for it, I guess. Huh?
He does all he can, I think. You know,
Yeah.
uh, and yeah, we should have another grandbaby here pretty quick. If you know, we can't. Well, I'll call her a gift from God girl. When gift from God girl gets around to having a little Gideon, you know, I seen you texted her. She texted you back this morning. Uh, when you asked if I was got another baby yet.
Oh, okay, sure.
Yeah, yeah, I seen she texted you back. Yeah, it's exciting. Uh, um, yeah, I don't know. We'll see what this bus does. I'm gonna be preaching this swing low, swing high thing for a while here,
I
and
like the W.
yeah. Oh, the W is beautiful.
Yeah.
We're building one right now as
I
we
mean,
speak.
wow. That 284 that you've been talking about, I'm gonna be happy when it starts heading that way.
Yeah. You know, you should get a margin account so you can go short all the way to 101.
I'm not gonna do that,
I,
and we've
I,
talked about that before.
yeah, I know you're not gonna.
You
The
know,
problem with those darn margin accounts, and see these traders that are getting stopped out, they're not the cash accounts predominantly. It's the margin accounts. It's
right,
the guys with the options. The options, they try to hedge with those options, right? And
right.
but they deteriorate with time so quickly that you know that I just don't see that as a good alternative. And I struggle my own self because if you have a margin account, you know the fluctuation uh, can just kill you. And the
Just think
10.
about just predicting today.
Oh my word! You know.
Yes, just if you try to predict today, take the day's movement and try to predict that.
Yep. They.
General trends is one thing, but doing a margin account where you can get zapped.
Over and over and over again.
Yep.
It's you know you I don't know. It's you just can't overextend. You have to play it so light that you know
That's why 99% of people don't make money.
that yeah, retail. Yep.
Yep. Or 1 in 9, maybe it's 1 in 9.
No, it's 99%.
99%.
Yeah, 99. One out of 100 is able to trade and make it. But and I think a fair amount of them are probably the cash guys, if you want to know
Right.
my opinion.
Because if you do your strict cash,
You
you
can
can't
you can win.
you can't lose.
Not unless you want to be a loser.
Unless the world would come to an end, and then it doesn't matter anyway.
Right, right. Then we'll all be winners.
Right.
Murphy's getting pretty wild in here. He's barking him. I think maybe the FedEx guy came. Grandma's been just selling to beat the band. I'll tell you what. You wouldn't know the economy was bad right now. Well, we're coming to the Christmas season, you know.
Right. Collecting rocks and.
Well, she's selling rocks and she's selling driftwood and everything you can imagine that she's selling. When you're married to a gal that can sell
Driftwood and rocks. I mean, what else do you need?
yeah, when you got a gal that's selling rocks for $12, and then she's she never misses a trade. When it goes to 232 and she gets her fill, I don't think I'm gonna let her sell anymore until she gets up to 300.
Really?
Yeah, because that way she'll really think she's good then. But she is good. She's terrific. No, we'll run sideways and we'll get in a supply and demand zone again before we get up there, and we'll all have fun with swing highs and swing lows again. But first we got to do the 232. Yeah, we're making another W. This bus is gonna make another W, and right after we get to 232, and we're gonna win. Might make an M too. M or a W. Hey, Mum's the word. Are you there?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, let's say goodbye to everybody because Grandpa's leaving.
We'll talk to you later, audience. Be good, Grandpa.
Okay, I will.
Okay.
Okay, see you later. Okay, all good things are from the Lord. And Lord willing, we'll see you later. We got about 30 minutes to the close of the day here. Bye-bye.